Hello, and Rand here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Prairie Farms, Michigan, and welcome back to another craptastic episode here. Oh yes, this is going to be a crappy one here, everyone. We got the quad track here, the Case Quad Track 540 here, hooked up to the super duper slurry spreader here. Yep, I was going to go somewhere else with that one, but anyway. We'll go grab some slurry here. We're going to head out to what I'm eventually going to make a grass field here, or, well, actually this episode we're hopefully going to turn it into a grass field. I do believe we have some slurry we can fill up from the various cow barns here, so hopefully got enough slurry to actually last a little while. I'm actually not even sure how much slurry we have. I haven't really looked at that here. If we go to our cows, which, by the way, the cows are still not filling up yet, everyone, so as I've said before, my guess is still that the feeding system in these barns is not capable of keeping up with the... Speaking of keeping up with the cows, these cows are now at 100%. I should just go sell them because this is probably the best price they'll ever be, right? These cows are still not quite on their puberty yet, so they're still both at 83%. But these cows are 100%. They are reproducing. However, the barn is... I think it's actually 100% full, or is this 250? I forget. Because I think on the previous map, when we had the horse... Or not the horse pasture. The cow pastures, the open pastures, I think they held 250 or something. I think these are only 240 though, so it's not like the cows are going to be able to reproduce where there's no room. And again, my plan is I'm going to just completely sell all the cows, and we'll just buy another set, essentially, of younger cows, and we'll go from there. So that's my intentions. But yeah, like I said, looking at that, I think we're probably better off just straight up selling them here at this point, because don't think they're going to get any more valuable, I don't think. Again, I am no expert here on how all the new animal mechanics work here in Farming Simulator 22. So yeah, anyone out there, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on any of that. Let me know down in the comments there. Anyway, we got the slurry spread here. I think this is the one from the Precision Farming DLC. Now, I don't believe I have it equipped with any of the Precision Farming stuff on it here yet. That is something I thought we could kind of work into here yet. So yeah, this is the Precision Farming DLC. I don't know what is necessarily special about this one or why it is part of the Precision Farming DLC, but anyway. No, I don't want to see it. I just wanted to see what the configuration was. I think we got some of the precision customized here. Some of the precision stuff we can put on it yet, I think. Oh no, I did. Okay, according to this, I did put it on here already. So the John Deere manure sensing, I'm not entirely sure. The only thing it seems to do, if you turn this off, is it just puts that on there. So I don't know what else that does. Not sure. It will detect the nitrogen in your manure. As the nitrogen in the manure is never homogeneous, the sensor guarantees the application of the same nutrient amount over the entire field. Although I'm not sure, I don't get, why is it... Oh, I wonder if that's where the back attaches. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, I was like, why is it up here, though? Okay, that attaches there. I would have thought that would attach down there somewhere. But anyway. I've got to say on these, I don't know if this is more of a European-style slurry spreader. They are definitely a lot more complicated than I am used to seeing on most of the slurry spreaders around where I live, everyone. Most of the slurry spreaders around where I live, they got a pump on them, a couple valves, and that's about it. You don't have all this extra superfluous nonsense hanging off the front and sides, and I don't know what it all does. But anyway, let's see what's here. Now, actually, let me go check here one. Because I was going to maybe put the slurry on the field before I plant here, which is not maybe necessarily the best way to do it when it comes to precision farming. But is this... it does not show it holds fertilizer. Okay. In that case, Evan, I think I'd probably be better off running the planter here first. Maybe I should have done that first. I didn't think of that. Doesn't super matter, though, I guess. I think grass was about halfway up on the nitrogen, if I remember correctly. So... Oh, I probably don't have any in here, do I? Most likely not. Yes, aiming content. There we go. We need seeds, and we probably don't need that many seeds. We'll start with 50,000. How about that? Yeah, we're looking halfway decent on money here. Yeah, not too bad. Since last episode, by the way, of course, I haven't finished up all the rest of the field work we were working on here. What's here? I think we were doing some lime somewhere, right? Don't remember what we were all working on here again, but got most of that finished, everyone. I've got another quad track. Oh, actually, no, that's not the quad track. That is the 2-track over on field 6 here waiting to go. So once we get this underway over here on field 3, which will be our grass field, we'll maybe start over here and or just throw course play hard worker. We'll throw something on it there. Got the Sala forward over there. I want to give that a try. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe I can throw a hired worker and or course play on this job here real quick a minute. And then we can hop over, run the Sala forward for a little bit, then come back and spread some manure. We'll see once here. Or I just put the manure on first, which for the grass I think will be fine, to be honest. Okay, so speaking of grass, by the way, we've got to set this to grass. Which, by the way, is the only thing I think we can plant here in November. I was hoping to maybe plant some wheat as well, but yeah, we're a month or two outside of the planting season, which actually seems a little bit odd because you can actually plant wheat in November here in Michigan. There's plenty of farmers that do it, so this might just be the standard in-game map. I don't know if the mod authors modified this at all. I don't know of one. But yeah, you can see we can still plant. We can still plant the grass yet, and that is literally the only thing, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we can plant cotton in February. That's interesting. Yeah, we don't do any cotton up in here in Michigan. I mean, that's not that I know of anyway. But yeah, wheat, September, October, should really be in November as well. More like probably October. Well, I guess it depends on the field, too. We had what was last year, or previously, a wheat field. You could plant it a little bit earlier. But usually October, November is when the crops are getting harvested. So anyway, let's turn this on here. We're just going to go for it, Evan, because why not? Let's see what's here. Do we have to like set a rate for this or something? I'm not sure how this works because there's nothing on the field, right? Not sure what kind of rate it's putting on. It's putting something on. Shouldn't the precision farming thing be showing up? At least I hope it's putting it. It's using it. Change nitrogen. Maybe I need to change the reference value. I don't know what it's going by. We'll check the map here in a minute. Okay, let's turn that off here a minute. That is a ditch there. And we'll try to avoid falling into any ditches here this episode if I can help it. I want avoid repeating of last episode there. Or was that maybe the episode before? Whatever it was. Probably every episode so far I've managed to fall into a ditch here too. And let's get some GPS going here. Alt-C, Control-S, and we want a 0-degree course here. Gonna be one nice long grass field. Pulling that back on the tractor. We're gonna shift that back over here. Going. There we go. Okay, that should be at least good enough to get started. Let's check the precision farming map here real quick a minute. Make sure we are getting our nitrogen applied here. We are not. Very interesting. Okay, so what are we doing wrong here? Oh, you know what? Aha. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, it is applying the nitrogen. It is very much applying it. I just did not have the soil map purchased. I did not realize that. I thought I'd bought all. You know what it was? I never bothered buying this one ever because I wasn't really planning on doing anything with that field except for cows. Okay, I think we're good now. Maybe. We'll find out. It's like, what the world's going on here? There we go. Now it's showing up, everyone. Hopefully this doesn't mess with the rate here too much. No, it looks like it's still applying the same rate it was before. That's good. And if you notice too, when it is variable rate applying it as well, it's not consistent. Or at least, well, let me rephrase this. It is consistently putting the same amount down, but it's not consistent on the map here, if that makes sense. We're definitely seeing some variations. We might not having to do this one more time yet, too, and we'll see once we're planted if the amount of nitrogen we're putting down is enough, which actually it looks like it should be. We're going to be up to, let's see, 75 plus 60, or plus 80. Yeah, that makes the math. If we're at 80 plus 60, it's going to be 140. I think that's about what we need for grass, if I remember correctly. So that should be pretty good. So at this point, if I understand it correctly, everyone, what's going on here is this John Deere manure sensing technology. The manure sensing technology is sensing the nitrogen or fertilizer levels here of our poop. And it is varying the rate of application based on the levels in the poop. So, if it's a little bit lower, put a little more on. If it's a little bit higher, put a little less on, I guess. I don't believe it's actually like checking what is needed where on the field. And I don't know. I think if we use the other, it's that other tool for that. I think then we can maybe. Ooh, we're gonna have to maybe widen that out a little bit. Note to self, I'm gonna paint a little bit wider grass border along here. I think. Just out of curiosity, if I try this with course play, what would happen? Hired worker probably won't even like that. I don't know. Let's see. What does course play say? No course. Oh, actually, no, Courseplay does have it. Okay, if Courseplay has it, I might just leave it. We'll see once here. As long as it doesn't cause a problem with Courseplay, that's what I'm more worried about. There we go. Application rate 12.9. Oh, 13.8. Wow, that bumped it up there. Yeah, I don't think it's actually varying our amount here. Plus 60. Oh, wait, no, I guess it is too. There's going plus 80. Wow, okay. Oh, wait. We ran out. That's... Okay, never mind. Let's just fold that back up. We're right next to the cow barns here. Might as well just drive back over and fill it up. I do have the refill tank for this, or at least it's supposed to refill it, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really tried it yet. Everyone. Seeing how well that works. Some of this refill stuff sounds good in theory, everyone, but doesn't always work, it seems like. Okay, top that back off. Out of curiosity, how much do we have here? Cows, we have 315, 281, and 311. So, okay, I probably filled up from this one last time, I bet, because it's down to 281. And apparently I'm filling up from this one this time, because that's down to 297. I don't know if any slurry is going into our pits over here or not. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I might have to have different pits, too. I'm not sure. That is the pump and hoses pack pits. I wonder if you have to fill those up manually. I guess we'll find out, everyone. I don't know if those are pits you can just, like, put down near the barns here and they just automatically fill up. I don't know how that works. I've got two of them there too, by the way. I wasn't sure if, again, if they do work like the in-game ones, if one would be close enough for all of them or not. Nope. What did I do wrong? It's on. It's lowered. Oh, okay. That's, yep. There we go. Gotta have the other PR part on. I didn't realize when I turned that one on, it only turned the one on. Well, that's kind of annoying. Definitely a lot of valves and connections. Oh my goodness. Like I said, you never see anything quite this complicated around where I live at, typically, everyone. Usually one of two ways it's done around where I live, at least with the slurry anyway. Either one, the farmers are just straight up spreading it on the field. They just got essentially a nozzle with a fan. Well, it's not an actual fan, but a fan type nozzle. Let's put it that way. A fan style nozzle on the back of the spreader that just spreads the manure straight on the ground behind it. And I don't know, probably a 20 to 30 foot, maybe 20 to 40 foot pattern, I guess, depending on how far the farmer probably wants to spread it. Somewhere about in there, everyone. So 20 to 40 feet. And then the other Stavinas, you have what's usually either a 4 or 6, maybe, you know, varies a little bit, shank style injection system on the back. So it'll inject it straight into the ground. And again, usually those are quite narrow, like I said, maybe 4 to 6 shanks typically. Kind of nice you don't have to sit here turning it on and off though with Precision Farm. If I just go around there over the spot I've already done, it just kind of stays off, and once we get to where we need more, it automatically turns on. That is kind of nice. I mean, I will have to say I do like that feature. Just something I got to remember we can use too, because I typically tend to forget that when it comes to like the fertilizer spreaders and lime and stuff like that when you're working on a field. I'm used to turning it on and off when you get to the end of the field, but you really don't have to necessarily. And we are about out again. There we go. Tempted to go grab the truck and just see if we can mobily refill this one, because it's not bad to drive over here, but we gotta wait for it to fold up. That is a little bit annoying. And after one of these episodes, when I get bored one of these days, I need to go through this cow yard area and do a little more terrain painting. Maybe paint some roads, paths between these buildings, and then like put some actual grass foliage down, I guess we should call it. Not really grass painting, because it already has the grass texture paint to it. We need to actually put some foliage down, kind of like you see inside the actual cow barn lot there. Again, I don't know why Giants just doesn't have that like automatically applied when you paint the texture. I mean, that would be kind of nice if you ask me, but oh well. Something we're going to need here fairly soon too. It looks like it's going to be some silage bales. Okay, lock on that GPS line here again. We'll have to wait for that to fill up. Or fold out, I mean, not fill up. Already filled up. Just need to wait for it to fold out. Anyway, we'll see once if we got some comments to read here in a moment. Let's see once here. Christopher was saying, good video. Keep it up. Thank you very much for that there, Christopher. Always very much appreciated. And I'm going to switch back to that one to lower it. There we go. Okay. Should be back in business here. Yep, there we go. Canyon was saying, why not use the grain carts with the lime? The 2596 is the only one you'll get with a decent amount to it. And yes, it's funny you mentioned that there, Channing. When I was finished recording and putting stuff away here after last episode of one, I forget what it was. Oh, I put the tender. I put the tedder away in where the grain carts were. And as I was backing it in, I was like, wait a minute. I know of something that's got a much, much larger capacity. And I happened to think of that. You know what? I should have tried the 2596 of one. Because that would have really held some lime. Fortunately, I didn't think of that there last episode. But maybe next time we're doing lime, I'll have to give that a try. I'm not sure necessarily how realistic that is. That's probably a little bit of a stretch for realism on that one. Put lime in a grain cart. I've never heard of that being done before, but don't know that we have really any other good mods either for like holding a lot of lime and mobile refilling type setup. Brian was saying, yes, I get all mine from GitHub, talking about Courseplay here. He was also saying they just sent a new version of Courseplay to Giants. I think it's 7.2, which, yeah, I'm currently on, oh, there it is, already open. 7.1.03, so I'm actually just been using the one that's, why did we stop? Okay, that was weird. Oh, okay. I guess as soon as you open course play, it stops the tractor. Good to know. Let's see. Wyatt was asking, what's the better planter, a Case IH planter or a deer planter in Farming Simulator? As far as the game is concerned, Evan, I don't think there is technically any difference. I don't know. Is there any advantage? Well, let's see once here. We go to our planters here. I don't think they're actually. This is Verland. Oh, maybe he's talking about these. I guess there are the Case IH early rise planters here. We should maybe give those a try at some point. Very detailed planters, I'll have to say. Does that custom modding? Oh, we're gonna have a little strip of shame left here, aren't we? Oh, fill it up one more time here yet. One more time. Should about do it, I think. Just finish folding up here a minute. There we go. At least when we have the 3 cow barns going here at the moment, we actually have a decent amount of slurry being produced, which is something I would like to make more use of here on this series, Evan. Again, I don't typically do a whole lot with the manure and slurry, Evan. As I've said before, unless you're really doing a lot of cows, it just, there's not enough of it typically. But anyway, going back to Wyatt's question there, as far as the planters are concerned, I don't think there's any advantage of one over the other in the game. As far as I know, they both put down fertilizer, so that might be the only advantage. I mean, if you get one of the planters that doesn't put down fertilizer at the same time, or you get one of the ones that will not no-till, that might be debatably not as good. But as far as the game is concerned, Evan, all the planters will plant exactly the same. There we go. Back in business. Locked on GPS. Hoover was saying you should buy 2 spreaders. A spread with one, have the other one refilling with auto drive. There we go. And we'll probably realign this GPS here because I don't want to spread much over the field. Because I think if I spread over the field too far, it will actually like use more slurry than what it needs to here. Yeah, it looks like that should be pretty good. I'm not sure exactly how straight this edge of the field is, Evan, because I wasn't super careful when I straightened it out there. I just kind of quick slapped it on and called it good. By the way, a reminder, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. I know this episode's a little bit of a crappy one here, everyone, but I assure you it'll get better from here. Well, okay. Actually, maybe not, everyone. We might be putting more crap down here in the next couple episodes. We'll see once here, because we got lots of other fields. Although, with that being said, I'm sure we don't have anywhere near enough slurry to like do some of our larger fields. Just this field here alone, everyone. Let's actually go check. We had, what, a little over 300,000 in each one. So we've used, good, what, probably 60, 70 from that one. So probably 90. And so we probably used like 120,000, right? Because each one holds 30. We filled up 4 times. So we've used 120,000 liters of slurry, if I'm not mistaken, just on this little field. That one. So if we go to some of the bigger fields here, like I would say field 7 here is probably, what, 4 times the size of this. So we're going to need, yeah, like 500,000 liters of slurry, which I guess we do have technically. Yeah, we got 281 there, 237, and another 300 there. So we got, oh, we didn't quite, wow, really? Okay. Fine, we'll go get a little bit more. I thought that'd be enough, everyone. You know what? I think it was using the full amount, even though we're only spreading a narrow little width that one. I think it was still using the full amount yet. That's my guess anyway. I don't think it's actually applying the full amount, though. No, it's still the same across here, but I could be wrong, Evan, but I'm pretty sure that was using more than it should have for that little narrow section. It's not like section control. And then to top it off, everyone, you know, that extra manure slurry we're technically putting down actually is not getting applied either, so it's like a double whammy. It's using more than it should. Oh, that's right. This one doesn't have any, does it? Next building. And then it's not actually like I said, double whammy. Using more than it should and not applying it to the field. It's not like it's actually getting used or not showing up on the map. Yeah, we'll just let this fill all the way up. There we go. Yep, definitely want to grab the truck and the refill trailer here next time, see how that works. Should be able to fill this up twice here, I think. I think the refill trailer held 60,000, or maybe it was 50, somewhere in there. Not sure what's up with the little missing sections there. That's kind of weird, but oh well. What are you supposed to do? Okay, there we go. Just fold that back up here for now. Let's go get a hired worker here or course play. Which one should we have here? I think a hired worker might actually do better. Have one, especially if I did a headland pass on that other side of the field where the ditch is. I'm going to just shut that off. Yeah, I'm thinking we're just going to throw a hired worker on this, right? Got to go back to the other screen here to click on the tractor. I'll try it without everyone, but, ooh, actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to. That is really close, isn't it? No, we're gonna do a headline pass here. Oh, we can't variable rate apply grass? Really? All this smart technology on our planner, we can't even use it for this. Wonder if one headland's enough. Maybe we better do two just to be safe here, everyone. Just to be safe. Oh, apparently that mulcher misses just a little bit here and there, doesn't it? I just noticed this. Oh, well. As I said before, I've been debatable as to whether or not that is actually worth it, taking the time to mulch your field. As I said before, on the measly 1% you get from that probably is not worth it. In fact, you're probably better off taking your time to actually plant 100% of the field than you are to actually, use the mulcher. You know, missing a little section of the field will probably have more of an impact on your yield than the actual mulcher will. Okay, there we go. We're going to throw a hard work on that. Hopefully he'll do halfway decent. Worst case, like we don't own field 2 of them, so I don't think he'll plant that. That should be fine. Okay, and then before we quit, boy, it's time to wrap it up here this episode. Let's hop in the Salford real quick, everyone. Get some GPS set up here. We still want 0 degree, auto width. Okay, it didn't load. Let's go back, load the 90 degree, because the bug with this has never been fixed here from Farming Simulator 19. Auto width that again, there we go. Shift that over towards the ditch just a little bit. And then we got the 9530T on this here, by the way. Let's see, can we adjust the... No, I don't think there's any adjustment on this, is there? Not that I can tell. Oh, what was that? That was weird. I was looking to see if we could like level the tool out here a little bit. Doesn't seem like it, unfortunately. Seems like the back is going a little bit lower than it should. Wow. What keeps happening there? That is kind of weird, everyone. What is up with that? Oh, well, I'm not sure what's up with that, everyone, but we'll have to wait till next episode maybe to do some more troubleshooting on that one, everyone, because we're kind of out of time here at this episode. So with that note, if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching, and till next time.